Went shopping, and you know how I needed bras and underwear? Well, I got 2 bras and 2 pairs of underwear, and it was $750.
Why didn't you look at the price tag?
I didn't look at the price tag. I just signed it, and then I came outside and looked at the receipt, and I was like, oh my God, $750.
Just take it back and say, look, I did not know how much it was. I do not want these.
I can't take it back. They said there's no exchanges on lingerie or bathing suits.
You gotta look at the price tag before you pay, babe.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribe. Yes, subscribe. Yeah, you saw by the title, stop dating men who hate you. And yeah, let's get into it. So I've been reading Jessica Simpson's memoir, and it's been so good. But she's talking about her and Nick's relationship, and she realized that he hated her. And when she realized that, she didn't care what nobody said. She trusted herself. That's what I like about Jessica Simpson. She trusted herself, and she left him. And I'm so happy that she did that, because a lot of people, that's why I made this video. You know the man hates you. You know the man hates you and your children. But yet, you still want to stay with him. You still want to have children with him. And you're not realizing that he hates you. You know he does. But you want to keep staying around because, and she talked about this as well. She was fantasizing over him like he was supposed to be like this version of himself that she always wanted him to be. And also she was, falling for sometimes how he was in the beginning and stuff like that. But she, I had to open the window, girl, because it's hot. But I realized she realized, like, I don't want to be with him anymore. And he was getting mad. He was like, oh, I'm not going to sign the divorce papers. I'm going to change. And she's like, yeah, no. We're getting a divorce. Move on. And she didn't get a prenup. That's what I'm saying. Please get a prenup. And yeah. Anywho, that inspired this video. Because I'm so tired of seeing so many of y'all continue dating people who don't like you. Why do you like to suffer? Seriously. Why do you like to suffer? Why do you like to suffer? Please let me know. Why do you like to suffer? Is it because your mom suffered? Is it because your dad suffered? Why do you like to suffer? Why? Why do you like dating people, being around people who don't like you? This man does not like you. He hates you. Stop dating a man who hates you. This man hates your guts. He don't want to take out the trash. He don't want to take out the recycling. He don't want to take the kids to daycare. He don't want to spend time with the kids. Your Level Up Guru was talking about this. Like, a lot of these men did not want to have the children, but they did it for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't even want to have them. But why do you want to sit there and date a man who does not like you? Why? You know that fantasy that you're in with him? You know that it's going to go away, right? Eventually he's going to show his true colors, right? Do you know that a lot of men unalive a lot of their lovers? You know that, right? A lot of men do that. A lot of men unalive their partners because they hate them. I've been around people who hated me, and that stuff sucked. Because sometimes you'll see, oh, they're doing well, they actually like me, da-da-da. But there are going to be times, and I saw it. There were times that I saw, oh, they don't really like me like that. It's the little stuff. Not wanting to give you food when you were hungry. Oh, well, I had a friend that did that to me, and they weren't really that. This lady, she had the right of way on this roundabout. See, this is why I don't know why these roundabouts is still a thing, because these people are so dumb. Lost train of thought. But I had people around me that didn't like me. I just did it, and they really hated me. You know, and I realized that because I was talking about, yeah. So I was at this thing and I was hungry and my friend was on their way because they were late. I was like, please give me some food. They're like, all right. But a few of the times it's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Now I'm going to do it. But then they caved. They was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Then when they popped up, they only had food for them and not for me. And they was like, well, I had people, you know, I had friends who never gave me, you know, money back for the food I bought them. And I'm like, so you think I'm just like them? You hate me. And then people be like, oh, no, they just don't know. You hate me. Because that's your problem. Stop thinking people are going to be, like, they're going to have that level of, you know, how you think. You know? I thought she was going to be just like me. You know? I'm going to look out for my friend. Rethink it then. That wasn't the case with her. You need to realize that with a man. You know, he may act like he like you here and there. He only want to do that just to keep you close because he wants to destroy your life. But I think a lot of you guys know that a lot of these men that you meet do not like you. They don't. And you want to feel like he will like you one day. He will never like you, ma'am. He will never like you. He would never like you. Look how he acts. He talks bad about your mom and dad. He talks bad about you and your siblings. And then he'll push you away from your friends. You're believing him. Anything he's saying, you're believing it. He hates you. And you don't think he does, but he does. He hates you. You think this man does not hate you, but he does. He hates your guts. And you're thinking, no, he doesn't. Yes, he does, boo. Why would you want to have another kid with this man? You think a kid is gonna, you know, and this is one thing I can't stand when some Christians say this. They be like, oh, sometimes God, you know, does this for like he does this for something, da. You know, sometimes God, you know, do this, God does this, God does that. Why? And it's just like, that's not really the case. Like, at all. It's not really the case. You think God told you to have that child? You think God really told you to have that child? Did you? Did you really think that God told you to have that child? But in your head, you think he did. You know, a lot of people be saying, oh, you know, God does this for, you know, storytelling, for a bigger purpose, da. Having the kids that are born now should not have been born. Because y'all wanted to keep a man happy. You think a kid is going to make a man happy. And it didn't. He ended up hating you and a child. Why do you think they created all of this certain things, you know, to push your kids out, you know? Well, I'm not going to touch on to that because sometimes it's good. I don't know. I'm not going to touch on that. Yeah, I got to get more research on that. So let me hush up on that. But, yeah. This man doesn't even want to plan dates for you. He doesn't even want to plan dates. He doesn't want to give you a Valentine's Day gift. He doesn't want to get you a birthday gift. He didn't want to do anything. You can tell when a man hates you when he always want to nitpick everything you do. You buy him a card. He's like, why you want to buy me a card? You buy him some candy. He asks you why you buy me candy. He hates you. But he gonna do it with somebody else. He would go do it with somebody else and live happy ever after. He'll be so happy with them. But with you, he's gonna hate you. Because he does not like you. He hates you. I really highly recommend y'all to read Jessica Simpson's memoir. Because she talks so much about this. How he hated her. And there were some times that he didn't. But he was so jealous of her. Because her career started to skyrocket. And his didn't. You gotta date. And you keep thinking that a lot of these men won't grow up. And like actually let you know, like, hey, I don't really like you. Hey, I don't really want to date. You think that a lot of these men don't exist. When they do, you just like to call them feminine. he's telling you that you should get a pink color nail because it matches your skin complexion. You're thinking he's gay. I just think a lot of y'all like to suffer. And I don't. I don't like suffering. That's why you need to learn how to be independent. Why do you want to keep having people around you who hates you? I had that happen a lot when I've like been around people who hated me. That stuff sucks. It does. Especially when you're black. Why would you want to continue to date somebody who hates you? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to do that? Whether they're black, white, whatever. Why would you want to date somebody who hates you? As if you don't suffer enough. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? To teach what lesson? What are you teaching your future kids? Like, seriously. A baby's not going to fix everything. It's not going to fix nothing at all. Unless you both want the baby. It's just not. Marriage is not going to fix everything. It's not. It's going to make it worse. Stop dating a man who hates you. Seriously. Y'all are too grown to be acting like this. Way too grown. Way too grown. Way too grown to be acting like this. Seriously, way too grown. Like, comment, subscribe, and please. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.
Right straight out, look in.
Look him. One quick question.